Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for January 22nd, 2021, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. As we see the transition here on the planet, basically people viewing in this country what the transition of energies and frequencies. It's on a choice, if you will, for each of us on how we interpret what we are seeing. And this is what's important about our understanding with ourselves of the going within or staying in the, I guess you could say, trap, so to speak, of being distracted externally that we are in this life. We have a life mission, all of us, and the number one job in this life is to abide in the source of love within each and every single one of us. Once you discover this, everything gets so much easier. The more you can love others, sharing your joy and appreciation with them, the easier it becomes to know yourself as the source of love. Don't seek to get love from the outer world. If someone genuinely loves you, then let it in. Allow their joy and lightness to come to you. Yet don't try to trick or manipulate them to like you. Let go of anyone liking you or trying to get love from them. Simply realize that you are the infinite, eternal source of love itself, and this will change everything. Then one day, everyone else in your life will have to reveal this truth about themselves. The source of love is what we already truly are. To think you were separate from this great love was just the mind making up some dramatic and ridiculous story. Don't buy into the mind. Simply remember that all you are is love, sweet love. We have the spiritual awakening and the secrets of it for each and every one of us. God is there only if you surrender. Surrender makes anything God. Surrender gives you the eyes, and everything that is brought to these eyes becomes divine. Osho. To be enlightened, to be aware of the divine within yourself, to be lost in life is to forget that you are sacred, holy, and an exquisite being of light who is deeply loved. To remember this wonderful paradigm is not hard to do. In fact, it happens easily and naturally when we become radically honest with ourselves. When we decide to realize that this is the truth is the real truth, and it is available right now. We peel back the layers of lies and fabricated beliefs we have about ourselves and create instant access to our natural enlightened state. At the core of every atom is God, and we cannot ever be separate from that. To argue against this idea is to resist having perfect clarity. To ignore it is to ruin your chances to draw upon the ultimate possibilities eagerly being born for you in each moment. Your greatest potential you have is awaiting for your acceptance. It is already here now. You simply need to invite it in and integrate it into your life. When it comes down to describing its very essence, the universe you live in is a highly sensitive, super intelligent field of pure conscious energy. Your level of connection to this field is ultimately responsible for whether you struggle through life or learn how to sit back and really enjoy the journey all along the way. The universe has already established a very deep, intimate connection with you. It already knows everything about you. The universe knows what you crave, what you resist, what you habitually avoid, what you're addicted to, and what you truly yearn for, yet don't allow yourself to have. This conscious universe knows what you want the very instant your desire is formed. The universe is so attentive, constantly here by your side, assisting you in every possible way to manifest those practical results you desire, guiding you towards the sweet, dreamy life you are destined to have. When you can fully accept this idea that you're living in a highly intelligent through your deepest connection to this super-conscious, loving universe, you naturally begin paying more attention to who and what you are. You start noticing that you have an exquisite awareness inside you that is watching, listening, and paying attention to every single moment of your life. You start to become aware of awareness itself, becoming a more conscious, awake person who listens closer to what your innermost thoughts and feelings truly are. The wonderful thing about increasing your state of awareness is that there is an inexhaustible supply of it. The more you can tune into it, the bigger it becomes, and the more amazing your life gets. With more awareness, the critical judgment, condescending mind cannot continue. It begins to fall away, because you stop entertaining it and believe that it exists at all. You start paying more attention to the things which only make you feel good on the inside. You begin noticing that your life is ripe and ready for you to pounce on it and experience it in its grand totality. You see, there are no shoulds or should-nots in this life. You fully accept others the way they are and yourself as you are. This attitude blossoms a profound, peaceful understanding that things are divinely perfect just the way they are. Waking up in life simply happens the more fully you are being in this moment. The more aware you become of this moment, the more you realize that life is happening for you, not to you. You begin to become pronoid, which is the opposite of being paranoid. You truly feel that the universe is conspiring in your favor, and you know how intimately the universe cares for you. There is an acceptance that every thought sailing through your head is a sacred, mysterious gift for you to unwrap and unravel. In the awakening mind, there is a finely attuned awareness of your listening. Your ability to hear the deeper message increases, and you know each message you receive is the perfect feedback you needed to hear to assist you. You realize that all the thoughts which come out of conversations with people, emails, media, and random events in the outer world are all awakening gifts from the divine. Awareness is ever there. It need not be realized. Open the shutter of the mind and it will be flooded with light, Nisargadatta. One of the most powerful ways to instigate this spiritual awakening is to take on the challenge to simply relax and enjoy each moment of your life completely. I know this sounds ridiculous, ridiculously simple, yet there is a constant push of tension and intense energy coming from the modern world. Acquiring the ability to remain in a relaxed, receptive body and mind all day long is extremely powerful. The more deeply you can relax into it, the more specific information you can pick up, and the easier it becomes to manifest the life of your dreams. The more you can relax into this divine conscious energy that's abiding in your awareness, the deeper becomes the knowing that you are a super powerful manifesting being. If there was a first step for everyone to truly wake up in this lifetime, it would be an outrageous surrender to our pure state of awareness and this deeply relaxed body. There is a deep dropping into who and what we really are. We have to give up wanting, needing, and yearning for life to be different, to free the mind enough to simply drop into the divine core of our being. It is deeply peaceful and powerful and will change the way you see everything and interact with everyone. At some point in this life, the suffering will stop happening to you. Life will change its game, and you'll be forced to release your constant longing to do more, be more, have more, and find a way to simply be content with each experience of your day as it is. Everything becomes interesting from this place. Yet the most interesting thing that this non-achieving mindset contains, the most magnetic, attractive, and powerful manifesting energy available. It holds the power of pure creativity. And realize we can manifest anything our heart desires. The deepest transformation of our lives cannot happen from pure will. It occurs naturally and spontaneously by simply remaining curious 24 hours a day, remaining conscious that this divine and powerful awareness that is merged with the whole forever expanding universe is what's here now. When there is a deep relaxation into the core of your awareness, into the center of your being, this huge shift simply happens. You become vigilantly aware of the type of habitual thinking that you've had for lifetimes and are able to shift out of it. You become a supremely conscious being who is aware of your biggest truth and what beliefs you need to release to radically expand your experience of reality. You become extremely receptive and open to new ideas, people, and places. Knowing these help form new insights as to the specific actions you need to take for your soul's greatest spiritual awakening to occur. When the waking up process begins, you feel as if you're falling in love with life, yourself being the center of it. You are deeply intrigued about yourself, paying very close attention how intelligent, loving, and guided you naturally are. This natural state of self-love changes the greatest thing of all. Your mind, naturally and effortlessly, starts entertaining only the positive thoughts and gently ignores the negative ones. You are so wide awake that you couldn't imagine believing a negative thought to be true. Through your awakening, you become a gratitude factory for life, constantly overflowing with happiness, trust, and kindness. You find your mind naturally decides to be grateful about the food you're eating instead of complain. Your mind tends to trust that things will work, put perfectly in your future instead of work. You choose to be honest about the tiniest little things instead of put out a white lie. You naturally appreciate others for who they are being and tell them this to their face. There is a fearlessness about life and also a more humble, undemanding approach to life as all your relationships become your greatest teachers. You simply become a happier, more satisfied human being as a result of this constant expansion of consciousness. And as a natural byproduct, you become an even stronger manifesting magnet, moving energy into form, creating into reality for what your heart longs for. I find that somehow, by shifting the focus of attention, I become the very thing I look at and experience the kind of consciousness it has. I become the inner witness of the thing. I call this capacity of entering other local points of consciousness love. You may give it any name you like, Nisargadatta. The more aware we are of our awareness and how it's connected to the entire conscious universe, the faster and the easier we wake up. We come to trust in the amazing consciousness within us and know it's guiding our every move. There is this perpetual letting go and letting in experience, which is the foundation of trust in its most raw form. This is the final key to unlocking the spiritual pathway for the universe to enter your heart and guide your life in each moment. This level of trust is amazing, as it will deliver every desire you want to have in this life with effortless joy and ease. The more you can trust in your own power and connection, the more you will feel and know yourself as pure creative conscious energy who is unstoppable in anything that you decide to take on. And yes, you are unstoppable. All of us are, each of us. Take this thought in deeply. Rest with it deep inside yourselves. Allow the calm, quiet awareness that's connected to your breath. Inhale this idea all day long. Let yourself feel unstoppable in everything you desire in this life. You can have what you want. And yes, you absolutely, unquestionably deserve it. All of us do. This is how powerful this connection is to the universal source. Try it. You'll quickly train the mind to let go of any old fears, negativity, lower vibrations, that may be lingering deeper inside you. When we are truly awakened beings, we seem to be not of this world. We can simply visualize what we want, feel we are receiving the physicality of it, know it's coming our way, and it magically manifests into our lives. There are no real limitations or boundaries unless the mind believes in them to be there. Instead, we find there is this natural enjoyment of every moment of our journey. The awakened being is piercing through the mind's judgments about others and receiving warm, fuzzy feelings from the universe in its place. There is a knowing that we are all divine and totally lovable human beings, exactly the way we are, and have truly nothing to fear. There is a relaxed mastery over the mind, a feeling of oneness with all of life. And we find that life itself is the greatest miracle. All of this and much, much more is discovered by simply enjoying each mysterious new moment of life exactly as it is. So if you will, go to a place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I am sure that most of us are. And the first thing that we care to do is to relax our bodies, head to toe, inside and out. And only you can do this. The deepest relaxation that you will ever experience is not through drugs or unnatural things. It is through you, deep within yourselves. Why carry heavy burdens, stress, anxiety, fear, worry, hurriedness, envy, anxiety, all of these things? Why carry them? You know they don't serve us any greater good. So you let them go. You just surrender them. And by doing that, they'll fall away. And the body's able to relax deeply, not superficially. Head to toe, you feel that warm wave come over. You feel every single blood vessel relax. Right to the bottom of your feet. It's a wave. It's a knowing. You don't have to force it. You don't have to push it. You just let it be. And it shall be. It's only when we intervene and try to hurry, move quickly, fast, get frustrated, try to control everything rather than surrendering everything. So the body will respond and it will relax. That's why people on this meditation fall asleep. They're not used to having their bodies that relaxed. And with all of the energies on this call today and every day, you cannot not be relaxed. You immerse yourself in the collective consciousness of the hundreds of millions of us that are in this meditation. You cannot not be affected. So as we relax the bodies, we move into the now. And the now is all we have. The mind would make you believe that, no, you've got more than that. Excuse me. But the now is all we have. The past we have already had in the now. That's why it is gone. It's the past. The future doesn't exist because we create the future in the now. Some of us will, reminisce and go in the past and talk and interact with things and feel them a little bit. But we don't stay there. Some of us will stay there too long, and we will take that past, bring it into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, and relive that past in that future. That's why so many people are saying, why do I keep getting in the same relationships? Why do I keep getting involved in this and that? Different angles, different ways, it all ends up being the same. It's because they took that past and turned it into their future. Others will go into the future, which doesn't exist, wandering, wondering. What if? When? When am I going to meet this person? When is this going to happen? When am I going to have? In the now, we still the mind, the ego, and the unconscious, the subconscious mind. We leave them in the now. The now is the space between heartbeats. The now is where the silence is. Contentment. No hurry. No frustration. Only the now. Only the moment. And this is how we master the mind and the ego. We step outside of them by moving ourselves into the now consciously. How do you stay in the now? How do you? All of us have these thoughts, thousands of them every day. Most of them aren't even ours. And they come flooding in. And we just kind of wander off. So when that happens, and you're consciously aware of it happening, you focus on your breath, your divine positive energy. This is your breath. And by doing that, you are in the now, every single time. So when you focus on no matter how many times you think you need to focus on your breath to stay in the now in the course of a day, do it. Eventually, you will end up mastering the mind and the ego. So we relax the body and we're in the now, and we know how to stay in the now through our divine positive energy, our breath. So in the now, in our bodies relaxed, we view ourselves right starting from the base of our spine, going all the way up through the smack center of our bodies to the tops of our heads. We see these 7 colored wheels of light, energy vortexes, chakras. And these are etheric in our bodies, and they're specified locations. They're all different flowers and with different geometrical shapes in the centers. They connect us to the spiritual plane, the astral plane, the ether. This is our true home, our existence. And through the center of these, that God force love light energy flows through these energy vortexes, these chakras, wheels of light. And as it flows, it can be blocked by us. That's the only thing to block it, is us. So we take our breath, divine positive energy, and we merge it with our God force love light energy. We move it effortlessly through the center of these energy vortexes, these chakras. And we start with the red wheel of light. This is the root chakra, the Muladhara. This deals with survival. And it is blocked by our fear. And we move to the orange wheel of light. The sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. This deals with our pleasure, and it is blocked by our guilt. And we move to the yellow golden wheel of light. The solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This deals with our willpower and is blocked by our shame. And then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. This deals with our love and is blocked by our grief. And then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This deals with our truth, and it is blocked by our lies. And we move to the indigo wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the ajna. This deals with our insight, and it is blocked by our illusion. And then we move to the violet wheel of light, the sahasrara, the crown chakra. This deals with cosmic energy. It is blocked by our ego attachment. And we've watched as we move these energies right through the center of our bodies to the top of our heads. And once they're at the top of our heads, we hold them briefly. We are light, we are love, we are. And in that brief moment, we compress and condense them into pure liquid energy. And we release them over our pineal gland. Now, you can view your pineal gland any way you choose through your heart, mind, motion picture. I see it as a green ball rosebud. And as soon as I pour this pure liquid energy over it, it completely expands into a fully bloomed or blossomed rose, massive, multicolored petals, and an absolutely phenomenal fragrance. And it shimmers and it exudes and emits a total peace, a total calmness, not temporary, always. In the void, in the space of nothing. It's our clarity and our awareness. It's connected to the astral plane. It's connected to everything. It's connected to all the particles of existence. It is very important to us to be fully functioning in these bodies while we're in these bodies. We're also consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. This is our increase of vibrational frequencies, consciously aware and knowing. You could say this 50,000 times a day to continually remind yourself to move into it always. We're also consciously aware that this body that we're in, our heart mind, our ego mind, our higher self, our soul, our spirit, the pure consciousness, the God source, all one. And we are heaven on this earth, literally. And every single step we take, we create paradise. We are learning about ourselves, who and what we are, and discovering that we are the light, we are the love. And before we leave these bodies, we will know this completely, consciously. So we won't follow the light when we leave the bodies, because we are the light. Excuse me. We have others with us. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. Imagine this planet continually and perpetually glowing because of our conscious awareness is that we are the light, we are the love, and we're shining it outwards on everything and everyone. The archangels, they're a civilization that vibrate at a different frequency than we do. That's why we don't see them like we see each other. But we do meet with them in this life, more than we know. Every time we interact with them, it's not like we know right away, but it's afterwards, just briefly. And it's usually a message, some way, shape, or form, reminding us how absolutely phenomenal it is to be alive in these bodies in this life. And when you acknowledge that and understand it and fully embrace it, a little bit of the bliss within you bubbles to the surface. Thousands can surround any one of us at any one time. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can hold a massive number in a small area. The Ascended Masters, they have mastered ascension into physical form, out of physical form, holding pure consciousness, God form. We are mastering ascension into physical form, and we are creating our experiences in this physical form to perfect our creation. And we're also learning about who and what we are. The gods that we are, the love that we are, the bliss that we are. And the archangels and the Ascended Masters, we're all consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. So doesn't it make sense that we call upon all of the other facets, aspects of ourselves, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever? So we call upon all of the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, into the higher frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. Now, they come in the googolplexes. One googolplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of googolplexes from every direction. And they're with us now, consciously. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, beneath Earth, all these civilizations, and only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation and the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, not just the ones in this quadrant of the Milky Way galaxy, but all, everywhere, and anywhere throughout the universes. And again, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, this meditation, forming this circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with just a little bit, a smidgen of them. And the ones that we are somewhat familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. Because they're in the trillions. They're uncountable numbers. 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. 1,000 plus. Trillions travel throughout the universes every day. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in uncountable numbers, and they're with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime, and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming this circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, into the higher existence of deep eternal love and gratitude. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms, on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. We're only familiar with a few of them. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, wood, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, many, many, many more. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, and configurations of which we have never, ever seen before. And in the trillions, they are with us now. We're all consciously aware gathered. That we are of the highest and deepest eternal love and gratitude. Feel this in your heart minds. See it in your motion picture. It's absolutely magna-glorious. We immediately are in full compassion, arm in arm, hand in hand, our gods as one. Non-negativity, non-ego, non-judgment, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, stillness of mind, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance, and we're all one. And we're all love. And we're all God. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light. This light emanates from our very core, in our very core being, our God force, love, light, energy. It is massive, and we have formed it at the equator of this planet, and we flood all life, the highest supreme value in the universe, all of our brothers and sisters, whether awake or not, inside and out, head to toe, eternally, lifting all of the frequencies, the vibrational frequencies, into higher and higher existence, deep eternal love and gratitude. Only those in that high energy and that high frequencies of conscious, deep eternal love and gratitude can exist. The rest fall away. They cannot hold themselves in lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies, must leave, disintegrate, vanish. It would take 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even come close to the brilliance of the circle of light. It is so brilliant it grays out the darkness of sacred space. And we begin to levitate above the planet. And as we do, we come into direct contact with an ocean of glitter. And these are absolutely trillions of multicolored lights flashing and reflecting everywhere. And when you look closely enough, you will see finite mirrors reflecting all of us gathered in this meditation from every existence, all consciously aware in the highest frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. All teaching, learning from each other eternally. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We're then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is the column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that from head to toe, inside and out, we are imbued with a white fire armor, a God force, love, light, energy that protects us 24/7. Nothing, absolutely nothing, externally can penetrate it, diminish it, seduce it, affect it in any way, shape, or form. Nothing externally can. But only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hate, anger, greed, envy, hurriedness, stress, you will create a breach, whether it's conscious or unconsciously, in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. And if you do decide to do this, you are then met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, send them to pure consciousness, and they are permanently gone. You're then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray, we can cleanse, purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, lifting our vibrational frequencies once again into perfect harmony of deep eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that reminds us all that we are the sun, the sunlight, we are the rain and the rainbows, we are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are the trees, the forests. We are the soils. We are the sky, the clouds, the snow, the animals. We are everything. So the next time you're taken in by the beautiful vista or the beautiful sunset or sunrise or a snowfall, and you're in awe of such beauty, the awe you're experiencing is the awe of you and the beauty of you. We continue to levitate above the planet, and as we do so, some of us will step outside our physical form, float effortlessly above it. If we're carrying physical form, we come across this massive crystalline light tower. We created it, larger than the solar system. In the center of the column, we see this oblong sphere. It has multicolored bands of light, all sending out shimmering waves of mist, saturating all of us head to toe, inside and out. The center has a golden white light, and it's emanating out golden waves of mist, penetrating, saturating us head to toe, inside and out. And it is deep eternal love. The rest are gratitude, joy, well-being, wealth, abundance, prosperity, happiness, bliss, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they're all reflections of who and what we truly are. At the top, we created it so it could have the golden ocean cascading down 360 degrees eternally, flooding, again, all of us inside and out with deep, pure, eternal love and gratitude, nonstop. All of us are drops of this golden ocean. We hold the essence of the ocean. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We then see our meditative sphere. It's set center circle. We created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It holds well over 1,200 of our meditations in perpetual motion, each one different, each one with the highest intent of deep eternal love and gratitude and full liberation of this planet and its civilizations into the higher existence of deep eternal love and gratitude, the ascension. And that's what we're doing collectively. Feel this in your heart, minds, motion picture. Feel it. Experience it. Watch it. The planet's vibrational frequency is going higher and higher. So are all of our brothers and sisters. This planet will end up glowing from the love that we all are. Truly so. So it is, so it shall be. Now, this meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is why it continues to intensify and continues to expand. You will find, each of us will, that somehow by shifting our focus of attention, we become the very thing that we look at and experience the kind of consciousness it has. We become the inner witness of the thing. We call this capacity of entering other focal points of consciousness love. And we can give it any name we wish. I join you in the meditation. Return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Breathe, move slowly. Awareness is ever there. It need not be realized. Open the shutter of the mind and it will be flooded with light. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. We'll be back here tomorrow, Saturday, January 23rd, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.